Hi everyone, yes, as you can hear, I am still sick. Literally, I thought I started getting over the cold, and then yesterday and today I've just felt like absolute shit. But because I'm down to like 1 to 2 videos a week, I thought I'm just going to power through it like I did last night. Because last night I was on a friend of mine's live stream over on Twitch. I think I'll pop a link down below. I now actually started live streaming again on Twitch. I streamed Saturday, was it? Yes, it was Saturday. And kind of helped me feel a bit better. So I thought, right, well, today's video's heavy but not heavy at the same time. As you know, there's a few topics I'm sort of staying away from at the minute, which I may very well tell you the reason why at some point, just not at the minute. This video doesn't talk about that particular situation per se, but it talks about a person that's been in the position of being accused of that. We're talking about Greg. Now, for those that haven't been keeping an eye on Greg or what Greg's doing, there's two things that have happened lately. Well, primarily I think he's losing his damn mind. And I think the reason why he's losing his mind is because he's losing his relevancy. And I say that for several reasons. He recently did a video saying, I'm no longer married. Because people talk about him and his relationship with his partner, Lainey, and everybody talks about their interactions, the way they behave with each other, and the way they treat each other. A lot of people, because they are both public figures, say things about them, which is allowed if you're a public figure. And he's saying, well, I don't want people to talk about my marriage, so I'm just going to say I'm not married anymore. As if to tell people, don't talk about this part of my life. It's like, Greg, you're still married. You are still in a committed relationship with another person with whom you have several children. So people are still going to talk. Just because you've done a video saying, I'm not a father anymore, people will still worry about the children, will still worry about the environment that the children are in. I have several of my subscribers that are worried about that, and I actually agree with them that your behaviour, especially towards a specific age range and towards young people in general and several other parts of life, make me worry about the interactions that you have with your children. And I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that worries about the interactions you have with your partner, the person that you misgendered for months, and then you scream at other people when they misgender them. It's like, it's alright for you to do it because you're married to them, but if somebody else does it, it's all bets are off. Saying that you're not married anymore doesn't stop people talking about your marriage. Just like saying you're not a father anymore doesn't stop people talking about your children. It's still going to happen. You are a public figure. You have been a public figure on YouTube for over 10 years. And you should know by now that if you are a public figure, you are fair game for people to talk about. But people are talking about you, and the fact that they are talking about you so negatively is, instead of giving you the views it normally would, or it has done in the past, it's actually making the views less, which is your own fault, because the way you react to people's videos. You react to Reption's videos by either blocking them or copyright striking them. And you do that with a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying that everything that everybody says about you is true. What I'm saying is you are a public figure, so therefore you can be talked about, you can be spoken about. And at the end of the day, if you are the loving husband and the loving father that you claim that you are, that you say that you are, behind closed doors, where we don't see the interactions, where we don't see how you father your children, we don't see how you talk with your partner, because of that, we only go off what we see on videos and what we see on live streams. And what we see on videos and what we see on live streams is very questionable. You are controlling, you are almost bullyish, you are nasty, you are pointed. The words in your attitude are, I'd slap you if you spoke to me the way that you speak to Kai sometimes. I would slap you if you ever spoke to me that way. But then again, I think that's why you go for the younger people, so that they're less likely to stand up to you, but that's just my opinion. Now, on the other side, is his views are going down, and they've gone down, even in just said the last 12 months, they have gone down from some videos hitting a couple of million views to lucky if he hits 50,000. And the reason being is people just don't give a shit anymore. People just don't care anymore. And while you have people like Shane, like Phil, that have been on the platform since the beginning, they've been on the platform for over 10 years, and they're just growing and growing and growing. Shane, he's been one of the people that sort of steer where YouTube's going. It's also helping with the mainstream media's acceptance of YouTube, because he's actually saying, look, yeah, YouTube isn't exactly a news network or anything, but we can still do decent things. He's pulling out videos with several million views within the first couple of hours. Greg isn't. Because Greg doesn't change. Shane does. And then you have Phil, who for the last 4 or 5 years, granted he hasn't changed his content per se, but what he has changed is how he structured the show, how he presents the show, how the show comes across to viewers. And he's building a news network, he's building a company around the show. And that's where Phil's saying, right, this is a niche that I want to be a key figure in here on YouTube. This is how I want to operate, this is how I want to work, and I'm going to build a company around that. And he has multiple employees, he has researchers, he has editors, he has assistants, he has a lot of different people that help him. And he can do that with not much more subscribers than Greg has. If you total up all the subscribers that Greg has on all of his channels, and then just Phil's subscribers on the main PDS channel, the Phil DeFranco channel, I think Greg would actually beat him subscriber-wise. However, with Phil, he has the audience retention. He has people come back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a week to watch his videos. Then, whereas with Greg, it's like, oh, it's just another Onision video. It's the same as 1,000 videos I've seen. Like, he did 3 videos critiquing black hair, which I don't understand how a white boy with blonde straight hair can ever say that he understands what a person of African descent with extremely kinky hair, why he would have any authority over what they... I have curly hair, but not that curly. But even if I were to follow Greg's rules, my hair would be fucked. So that's a topic for another day. But the fact that Greg he's done the same video types for the last 10 years. Skits went out of style over a year ago. A lot of people have stopped doing skits. JK stopped doing skits. Shane Dawson stopped doing skits. Brittany Louise Taylor stopped doing them. And a lot of others have stopped doing them. Specifically for the fact that they don't bring in the audience anymore. However, Greg is thinking, if I do a skit, people will come and watch it because it's me. It's like, no. And then it's like, well, if I get involved in drama, people will come and watch me because I'm the one that started in the drama, so they want to know what I'm saying. It's like, no, we can get you pretty much breakdown of what you're saying through the people that you are involved in the drama and the rebuttals that they give you. So... And then he's like, yeah, but what about the music videos? It's like, yeah, but we've seen umpteen music videos from somebody who can barely sing. Now, I can't sing to save my life, but in general, if you can't sing, then why would you why would you even entertain that anymore? And then doing these videos, I'm not a father anymore, I'm not a husband anymore. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't stop people talking about your relationship, Greg. People are still going to talk about your relationship. People are still going to talk about your interactions, not just with your current partner, but with previous partners. I have a notebook over there with multiple of your partners written in it for a series that I do intend to do at some point. And the stuff that I've seen you even, and all the information that's in there is stuff that's come from you yourself. The behaviours that you exhibit with all your other partners, the same behaviours you exhibit with Lenny / Kai, you are verging on the abusive. And then you wonder why people don't like you, is because your behaviour is verging on the abusive. Your interactions are almost abusive. And the way you act, the way you talk to people is almost abusive. And the way you talk down to people and how you make them think that you're smarter than them, when in actual fact that's probably not true, is absolutely asinine. And yes, I do know what that word means. Thank you very much, Greg. And at the end of the day, you got into the problems that you have by yourself, with regards to your family, with regards to the IRS, with regards to the wetlands. You did all that yourself. You didn't do the research. You didn't do the information gathering. You didn't go to the appropriate people. You just thought that you knew better than everybody else, so you're going to do what you want to do, forget what everybody else says. That's not the way it works in society, Greg. It's never worked that way. And if you've got a problem with that, then there's the door. See ya. At the end of the day, Greg, I think your time to earn money on YouTube is coming to an end. And it's coming to an end pretty soon. If I were you, I would start doing work as a freelance editor, or work for a production company, because I dare say there are some based in Washington that you could work for, where you could do stuff that you have done for the last 10 years on YouTube. But because the amount of shit that you've involved yourself in and the way you've acted on the internet, your opportunities and your chances of getting a job are very slim, because of the way you behave on the internet, because of the way you've behaved at conventions, like going to VidCon with a bulletproof jacket on and brandishing a knife and saying, will somebody stab me? That erratic behaviour is why people are saying, done, done, done. And I just hope Lenny gets to that point at some point, and that they eventually come to their senses and think, yeah, the way this guy behaves is erratic, but if what I've heard is true, then well, I'm not going to go there. I'll just leave that at that. But at the end of the day, Onision's relevancy is coming to an end, and I don't think he's going to be on the platform more than another 2 years, if that. And I really doubt that Blaney will stay with him after his YouTube career ends. I really don't. That's just me. But that whole relationship just gives me the heebie-jeebies. But that, like I said, that's just me. So, stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you next week. Hopefully I'll be feeling better by then. Catch you later, guys.